Imagine owning a car so rare that it doesn't just turn heads. It stuns silence into a crowd. A car that's not just expensive, but almost mythical. We're not just talking about cars with a few hundred units. No. We're talking about machines so elusive, so one-of-a-kind, they've become legends. Some are hiding in secret vaults. Others, thought to be lost forever. Welcome back to the channel where car culture meets obsession. Today we're diving into 7 cars so rare, even money can't always buy them. Let's chase unicorns. 7. Aston Martin DBR1, only 5 made. In 1956, Aston Martin didn't just build a car, they built a weapon. The DBR1 wasn't made for luxury or status. It was forged for war, racing war. With only 5 ever built, the DBR1 was the car that brought Aston Martin their first, and still only overall win at the 24 Hours of Le Mans in 1959. Carroll Shelby drove one. Sterling Moss drove one. It's the equivalent of a Formula One car marrying a vintage sculpture. Every line, every vent, purposeful, beautiful. One sold in 2017 for $22.5 million. Imagine that, owning a piece of motorsport history so iconic, museums would beg you to lend it out. You don't drive this car to the grocery store. You worship it. 6. To 1954 Oldsmobile F88 concept. Only one exists. This is the car GM never wanted you to own. The 1954 Oldsmobile F88 was their answer to the Corvette, but it was never supposed to hit the streets. Just a concept, just a vision. But one escaped, one survived. The F88 is the golden ghost of the 50s. Sleek, powerful, wrapped in fiberglass and hope. It had a 250 horsepower rocket V8 under the hood, long before muscle cars were a thing. GM scrapped most of their prototypes, but this one was saved by an insider. It was hidden away, rescued, and in 2005 it emerged from the shadows and sold for $3.3 million. Today it sits in the Gateway Auto Museum in Colorado under glass. Not for sale, not for driving, just for dreaming. 5. McLaren F1 LM, only 5 road versions. The McLaren F1 is the GOAT for many, but the F1 LM? That's the GOAT's angry cousin. Built to honor McLaren's outright win at Le Mans in '95, the LM was stripped, tuned, and let loose. Only 5 road cars were made. 5. Ever. It had no sound insulation, no radio, no comfort. Why? Because it was born to hurt feelings. The 6.1 LV12 revved past 8,000 RPM, screaming like a lion with its tail on fire. The F1 LM isn't a supercar. It's an event. One sold for over $19.8 million in 2019. You don't just buy one, you inherit it. Or you beg. 4. Ferrari 512S Modulo, only one ever built. Imagine Ferrari dropped acid in the 1970s and designed a spaceship instead of a car. That's the 512S Modulo. A design exercise so wild it broke every rule Ferrari had. It had no doors. Instead, the entire canopy slid forward. Its wheels were hidden under smooth fenders. The interior? Pure sci-fi. Powered by a 5.0 LV12 with 550 horsepower, it was never meant to race. Never meant to sell. Just to exist. There is only one. It lived most of its life in silence. But in 2014, it was restored and actually made drivable by James Glickenhaus. Seeing it in motion is like watching a UFO land in your backyard. You don't believe it until it's too late. 3. Bugatti Type 41 Royale, only 6 made. This isn't a car. It's a monument. The Bugatti Royale was built for kings in the 1920s at the height of arrogance, opulence, and engineering bravado. It had a 12.7L straight-8 engine. That's bigger than most trucks today. Only 6 were ever completed, and only a few remain. But get this, not a single royal family bought one. Too expensive. Too outrageous. Too much. This car wasn't just rare, it was a flop. But that's what makes it legendary. One sold for over $10 million decades ago. Today, no price. They don't change hands. They're passed on like thrones. 2. Ferrari 250 GT California SWB. Only 37 made. This is what happens when elegance marries attitude. The Ferrari 250 GT SWB California is the dream car's dream car. Only 37 were ever made hand-built, open-top V12 machines dripping with charisma. It's not the rarest on this list by numbers, but by desire it might be number 1. One of these cars sold for $18.5 million. Why? Because it's not just a Ferrari. It's the Ferrari, the Steve McQueen, the Ferris Bueller. It's every fantasy you've had about winding roads and sunset drives. 1. Rolls-Royce 15 HP, only one known survivor. This car is where it all began. The Rolls-Royce 15 HP, built in 1904, was the first of its kind. Only 6 were ever built. Today, just one is known to survive. That's not just rare. That's historically priceless. It has a 3-cylinder engine and 15 horsepower, less than a lawnmower today. But that's not the point. This car started an empire of luxury. And today, it's protected like a crown jewel. It's not just a car. It's a chapter of human innovation. Rarity isn't just numbers. It's history. It's legacy. It's stories that make you feel something. These 7 machines weren't just built. They were dreamed into existence. Until next time, drive safe, drive smart. And that's for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Got thoughts, questions, or video ideas? Drop them down in the comments. I read every single one.